My story begins in 1966, August 29th at 4:30 p.m. I was born to the most wonderful matriarch I have ever known, the late Priska, and the legend himself, the late Mwalimu Samson. I was born when it was raining, and that is why I was named Nafula. My name is Roslyn Nafula Wechuli. Welcome to my story.
Okay, so you say that auntie, your sister, she went to Nangina Girls. Yes. You're at Lugulu Girls. Yes. But when you tell us your stories, you two are in the same school. Eventually, you two are in the same high school. How did that happen? Because you guys started in different high schools, but ended up finishing in the same school. How did that happen, and why? Why did you have to be in the same school?
Okay, I started by saying, we were very close.
Yeah.
We seemed like we were twins.
Yeah.
And then what we went through, of course, we are the trail. We are going through all this, the disadvantages, the good, the bad together. So actually parting, somehow I think she I told you, like, all along, like, you see me, I'm the wild one. So like, even if she's quiet, I am there making the loudest noise. So yeah, mechanism. So like now when she goes to Busia, life becomes very hard. I have never understood, is it whether she was feeling homesick? And I think she mentioned that, because the Lugulu Girls and the French school Kamsinga is just a matter of time, because like even like evening games, like when like I was a basketballer, so like when we are having matches in the Kamsinga high school, it's just like it's like a 10-15 minutes drive to the boys' school. My sister is so far, so like you see me, I'm seeing like literally by that time. It was homesick, number one, and then two, the climate. She just couldn't cope, Busia County. So eventually they asked her, okay, where do you wish to go? The first dad asked her, like, okay, you don't want this school? Yes. Now she was now going to do her Form 2. And she said, I want to go where Roslyn is. So it was pretty easy, because you see, I'm already there. It was now easier for her to transfer. Yeah, she only did 1.5 years in Nangina. Oh. Yeah, so... Yeah,
and did you finish in the same school? Were you all in Lugulu Girls?
Yes, we were all in Lugulu Girls. Her, she did up to 4th form. She didn't want to, she was so eager to work. I have never understood why my sister, like, yeah, she reached Form 5 and then she said, no, I want to go teach. Because she was now taking like dad as a role model. For me, I told her, I'm going through until A-levels, because I really wanted to go to the university and go join the army. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, and then like dad used to tell us that the army is not for the at in lower grade. Yes, if you want to be a policeman, then just go finish O-level and then join the police. But if you want to go to the army, you must go all the way. Yeah, all the way. So me, I had that, what is it called? It is the urge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my sister decided, no, I want to be like dad, and then I don't have to go to A-level. So yes, we did. We finished in that school, but for her, she went after O-levels just to go straight to the training, teachers training college in Machakos. Me, I went all the way.
There's so much to unpack about even what you wanted to be. Even the army is so surprising. There's so much that we need to unpack, because if people knew how small you are physically and the things you did. It's so funny, but I just like to mention something. When you talk about how the traits you and auntie have, it seems very similar to what me and my sister,
Yes,
we,
yes.
we are, our stories are kind of repeating themselves, because I am very much like you,
Yes,
and Cynthia seems to be like very much like auntie, very
Yes.
quick to go to work and
Yes.
to do these
Yes.
big things. But us, we are very much like, we want to keep reading and we want to keep having all these things in our head and big ambitions that are bigger than our sizes. So that's so funny to see that, but we will get into your children. Now back to yourself.
Yes.
You are very small, mom. Yet you're telling us you are a basketballer. Please explain yourself, because you're so small. You're barely 5 feet.
Now, yes, I know you would say that, but during our days, it's now that the narrative has changed. Like NBA, yes, you want tall people, sijui people are 6 point what, you know. But then, let me now go back to then. Yes, I was very, very tiny until I earned a name, Mosquito. I was too tiny. But remember, it is just the physique. This person is just the physique. But I had so much talent, and I think I was just gifted, because as small as I was even before I earned that name, remember, I'm taking after my dad's traits, because you see, my sister was more or less like my mom, you know, the quiet people. But me, I'm taking after my dad, very active. I'm in choir because he was a choir master too. Then, I was emulating him a little bit. And then now at the same time, I'm leading the drama club. And then at the same time, yes, the choir, the drama. Then the best now of all, Atari, basketball. And you see, yes, I was tiny, but even the position I was playing as a guard then was best for, in fact, many other schools, if you would research, most other schools picked up our formation.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like you look for the tiny, faster people to do the guard and the wings, and then you put the taller ones behind. But now it's changing, the formation is changing a little bit. So like, I was a very fast, dangerous, very fast runner, and then fast breaker, and then also in shots, you can't match. Yes, people would see me. In fact, I would hide when we go for competition, so that people think I'm not present. But the moment they see me, finished. And the only person who would wear different uniform from other people. So that was a space at school actually that molded me to that. It just made me feel like I was a queen. So as much as I had that small physique, very tiny but very dangerous.
Oh wow.
Yes, because I would actually do all this, and all round. I remember. I have an agreement with my dad that if I want to be in the army, I must go all the way to A level. I never thought about the tiniest, the shortness. No. Me, I know that I'll be active, but at the same time, once I attain my certificate, I pass A level, go to university, graduate, I'll still join the army. Yes, wow. Regardless.
Why did you want to join the army, Mom?
I don't know. I really sometimes ask myself, why did I actually really want to go? Because like he convinced me to actually become a teacher.
Yeah.
Even telling me, fine, once you train, I'll make you also a headmistress of a school like me. And I would tell my dad, no, my heart is not there. By the way, don't forget that after A levels I taught. I was actually a teacher. I just wanted to try. Yes. Along the line, when the van came to ferry me to the college, I hid. I actually ran away from the school. I don't know why my heart was not there, and I cannot not also explain why I actually wanted to be in the army. But I just loved. You see, like when you going through, it's like life. You see, you start like it's not a definition or it's not a destiny, but like just what you go through sometimes just pushes you to to wanting to be a somebody.
Yeah.
Like you see all this we went on, and in fact what really annoyed me most is when we were being evicted. Like you see all the time I would tell them, if I was in a position to fight, I would actually fight these people. So I have never, I think that is like the anger like in me that every time, and then you see it went viral everywhere. People knew that we were being evicted, and I was asking, you mean even people can't come and, you know, help us? Because you see, we only knew that people coming from Mount Elgon, those who are coming in to steal cows and go back, they were actually being, you know, repulsed. Is it repelling or what? By the army. So why are they not coming for us to actually just take care of us? And actually that's the time I made my mind that I really wanted to fight. As in, you see, you are in that combat mode, yes, mode all the time. Even that basketballers just wanting to be, you know, dangerous is like, fine, I have to fight for my space all the time. So I guess so. I don't know whether it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And I really wanted to wear that camouflage thing. I really, even as late as last year, I was still looking for that, and I was saying one day I just have to wear it just for the sake of making shots and that, because it has never left me. Yes. Yeah.
So now you told us that you tried teaching, but it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
What did you actually do now? Was that during A levels when you tried teaching after A levels?
Yes. Surprisingly, immediately after my last paper, you'll not believe this, I never tarmacked. Remember, I told you my dad then was in that position. So immediately I left the last paper. Me, I did not burn my books. No, I never burned my books. Immediately I left school. I was being waited for by my dad, and straight away, then he had actually left the French school Kamsinga, and he was in Kakamega in a certain school which I will mention, and I was picked. Never burned my books. Straight to mentoring, and he told me, I want you to be a teacher. He never gave up, by the way, and he told me, I want you to be a teacher. That is after A level, all right? So after, that was third term, because we normally finish exams towards third term. First term, I was in a boys' school as an trained teacher. Yes, I never tarmacked. So as he's mentoring me, he's showing me how to do schemes of work, you know, everything, timetables, teaching, kila kitu, as in everything. He's mentoring me, he prepares me. And indeed, I went for that interview in that school, and I was picked. And straight to class. Yes. Straight to class. I was teaching from 1 to Form 6. Yes. As an untrained teacher. So I ended up, you know, being there after A level, as you asked. But of course, I didn't become a teacher. In that school, mostly then I was interested in the teaching and then training the basketballers and choir. Yes, I took up that responsibility, did that for 2 years, and then immediately after that, Mom then had gotten a job with the ministry here in Nairobi. So I moved to Nairobi. Yes, I moved to Nairobi, and I was fixed at first as a basketballer in the Posta Kenya Posts and Telecommunication, then basketball team. Yes. Then as I was doing that, you know, I loved playing. I know you must be wondering, then still very tiny, with a little bit of muscle, but then still the tiny mosquito. Yeah. So I did that, you know, briefly. Then still, that was not my calling. Yeah, that was not my calling. So Mom sat me down and said, I know you don't like the clerical job. Now you have sneaked out of the school and your dad wants you to be a teacher. What do you want to be? I want to be an army personnel. Then they just couldn't take me. As you say, you know, your guess was right. My physique. So I become very disappointed. And then I tell my mom, my second option now, I have decided I want to go into the airline. Yes.
Pause.
Yes.